place since March 2020, and experts believe the work from home and remote situations is here to stay. Safe Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial institution, also named the best place to work by the SAC Business Journal. Colleen Nereus is the Chief Human Resources Officer at Safe Credit Union and is here to offer her insight on how employers can promote a positive work-life balance. Welcome to the show, Colleen.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
More and more employers are deciding to let employees work from home. Talk about how Safe Credit Union has navigated that dynamic.
Yes, so, it's all about adapting. For the last year and a half, we've been working remote, and employees really like it. We've seen them be productive. In a survey, more than 90% of our employees want to continue to work remote or in a hybrid situation post this pandemic. I'm personally a huge fan of remote work. It does need to make sense for the company and the employees. But again, they're productive. They get more work-life balance. They get that autonomy, no commute, more time with their family and their pets. So you get more happier, engaged employees, and it's really a competitive edge for the business and definitely a recruitment and retention strategy.
Give some more insight that you have on how companies should pivot to address this. I think we've been hearing about some companies that are like, fine, you can continue to work from home, but then you're hearing about other stories where companies are like, if you don't come back full time or at least half the week, then they're going to make some adjustments.
Absolutely. I think it's all about flexibility, right? So employees like that flexibility to manage their own schedule and have that balance of work life. But also managers need to figure out what works best, possibly adjust their leadership style, focus more on the results employees are giving and the projects versus just how long they're logged in online. But then also leaders may need their employees to come in for in-person events. It could be meetings, celebrations, presentations, and then giving employees the flexibility around those items to come in or work remote. It's really about a partnership.
What are some of the things that you feel companies can do to ensure that their employees can do well while they're working remotely?
It's all about trust. Trust your employees that they can do the job you hired them for. Trust your leaders to manage those remote teams. Give them all the tools and the training that they need to be successful. And really foster a culture of listening, curiosity, empathy, and understanding. All of those items together, trust, empathy, tools, effective communication is so important. All of that together and maintaining your company culture is really key to success.
Well, Colleen, if we turn the tables on employees, what should the employees be doing to keep their managers happy?
Communicate, communicate, communicate. I can't say it enough. Don't leave your boss or your coworkers or your business partners wondering what you're doing or even how you're doing. Use those channels available to you and keep people updated. There's so many tools and environments nowadays: Zoom, Teams, WebEx, many other programs. Utilize them to your advantage and really, it helps keep people connected and really feeling less isolated in these remote environments.
And so, Colleen, what's the bottom line on maintaining the bottom line?
So it's really about culture. So, keeping that culture, keeping those connections, doing fun things when we can't do in-person events like the barbecues, the holiday parties. Do virtual items, like we've done virtual happy hours at Safe, scavenger hunts, cooking demonstrations. And then it's also about sharing the why, communicating to your company how their teams and their roles really connect to the company goals and the mission. Our CEO and our finance team do a great job of providing regular status updates of how the company's doing. And then employees really know how they connect to that and what they need to do going forward. And publicly honor and celebrate exceptional employees and celebrate those wins.
I hear you. We appreciate your insight this morning, and we're going to let our viewers know you can learn more at safecu.org. Up next.